Shockingly, this message might change the way you see your struggles forever. If you are watching this right now, stop scrolling because this is your wake-up call. And before we go any further, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another life-changing speech like this, because today we are diving into a truth that most people avoid. It is supposed to be hard, and that is exactly why you feel stuck right now. You were never promised easy days or effortless success. Instead, you were promised growth through resistance and pain. Every great story you admire, every successful person you look up to, they all walked through storms that tried to break them, but they didn't stop. And that is the difference between where you are and where you want to be now. Listen carefully, because this is the part where most people quit, not because they are weak, but because they misunderstand the process. They think struggle means stop, but struggle actually means you are still in the game. So I need you to pause right here and ask yourself, am I willing to continue when it gets uncomfortable? Because that question alone separates dreamers from doers. And here is your first truth: if you want something extraordinary, you cannot live a normal response to difficulty. You must rise above it. Even when everything inside you says quit, you must keep moving forward, because momentum is built in silence, not applause, and nobody is coming to save you the moment you accept that truth. Everything starts to change for you. You will realize that discipline is your greatest ally, not motivation, because motivation fades, but discipline builds empires inside your daily habits. And when you start showing up for yourself even when nobody is watching, you begin to rewrite your identity step by step, action by action. And let me be honest with you, the path ahead will not get easier, but you will get stronger, and that strength becomes your weapon against doubt, fear, and procrastination. Every time you choose effort over excuse, you are building a version of yourself that cannot be broken. So stop waiting for perfect timing, because perfect timing is a myth created by hesitation. The truth is, your life changes the moment you decide to act with what you have right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not when everything feels perfect, but right here, right now, in this moment, because transformation does not wait for comfort. It is born in discomfort, and that discomfort is the signal that you are expanding beyond your limits. So breathe through it, embrace it, and use it as fuel for your next level. Every single challenge you face is not here to destroy you, but to develop you into someone who can handle more responsibility, more pressure, and more success than you ever imagined. And if you keep going even when progress feels invisible, you will eventually reach a point where everything starts to align for you, but only if you refuse to quit. So let this moment be your turning point, not your stopping point, because the pain you feel today is shaping the power you will use tomorrow. And when you look back on this time, you will not regret the struggle. You will regret if you gave up too early. So keep going, keep pushing, keep believing, because your breakthrough is closer than it feels. And here is the truth nobody tells you: greatness is not found in comfort, it is forged in struggle. And if you stay consistent even when it hurts, you will become unstoppable in ways you cannot yet imagine. So take this as your sign, your reminder, and your commitment that you will not quit when it gets hard, because hard is the price of everything worth having, and you are capable of more than you think right now. Believe that the version of you waiting on the other side of struggle is stronger, wiser, and ready for everything you desire. So rise now and keep going, no matter what. Every single person who ever achieved something remarkable started exactly where you are right now, uncertain, uncomfortable, and often doubting themselves. But what separated them from everyone else was not talent, but persistence and the willingness to stay in the game long enough to see results that others never reach. You have to understand that success is not an event, it is a process built through repeated effort, small decisions, and consistent action that compounds over time. And if you are willing to embrace the boring, uncomfortable parts of the journey, you will eventually arrive at a place that once felt impossible. The truth is, most people quit right before their breakthrough, because the middle feels like nothing is happening, but that is exactly where the transformation is taking place. Beneath the surface, you will not always see immediate rewards for your efforts, but every action you take is shaping your future self, even when it feels invisible. And slow progress is still progress. So when doubt shows up, do not let it control your direction. Let discipline take over, because discipline does not rely on feelings. It relies on commitment, and commitment is what carries you through days when motivation disappears entirely. You will face moments where everything inside you wants to stop, but those are the exact moments that define who you are becoming, because growth is not comfortable, it is earned through resistance, through repetition, and through resilience. Every setback you experience is not a signal to stop, but a lesson pushing you to adjust, adapt, and continue forward. The people who succeed are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who refuse to stay down after every fall. Every time you rise again, you build resilience that cannot be taken away. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you will become. If you believe you can grow, you will find ways to improve even in difficult situations. But if you believe you are stuck, you will find excuses that keep you exactly where you are. So shift your focus from what is stopping you to what is possible for you and start acting in alignment with it. Future you want to create, because your future is not something you wait for, it is something you build every single day through choices that seem small but add up to something powerful. And when you finally realize that you have more control than you think, you will stop waiting for permission and start creating your own path. Nobody is coming to save you, and that is not bad news, it is powerful news, because it means everything you want depends on what you decide to do right now. So take responsibility for your effort, your habits, and your direction, because that is where real change begins. Keep going even when nobody claps for you, because your future self is already watching and waiting. And remember, consistency beats intensity every single time. So show up again and again and again until it becomes who you are, because the version of you that you are building will thank you for not quitting, and the struggle you feel today is the strength you will depend on tomorrow. So do not give up now, because you are closer than you realize. Everything you want is on the other side of persistence, and if you keep going, you will get there eventually. So trust the process even when it feels slow, because slow progress is still progress, and you are not done yet. Keep pushing forward one step at a time until everything changes for you, because your breakthrough is coming. Stay consistent, stay focused, stay strong, and never forget why you started. Your journey is not over yet. Keep believing, keep working, keep moving, because success is built like this, one decision at a time and one effort after another, until you become unstoppable in every way you can imagine. And now you have reached the point where everything you have heard must turn into action, because without action nothing changes, no matter how powerful the message is. This is your final reminder that life will not wait for you to feel ready, it moves with or without you. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is not luck, it is execution, and execution begins the moment you stop overthinking and start doing. You do not need perfect conditions, you need courage to start, because every expert was once a beginner who refused to quit, and every master was once a student who kept going. So whatever you are facing right now is not permanent, it is preparing you for something bigger. Every setback, every delay, every failure is shaping your strength, and the version of you that emerges from this process will not be the same person who started. So do not underestimate what you are becoming. Even when progress feels invisible, you are still building something real, and every small action matters more than you think, because consistency compounds into transformation. So keep showing up even when nobody is watching, because discipline is who you are when motivation is gone, and that is where real change happens, in the quiet moments when you choose effort over excuses. So take everything you have learned and apply it today, not someday, because someday never arrives unless you create it. And this is your moment to decide that you will not stay the same. You will grow, you will adapt, you will overcome, and you will prove to yourself that you are capable of more. So take a deep breath and step forward, because everything you want is waiting on the other side of action, and the only thing left is to begin now, not later. This is your reminder that you are stronger than your doubts, louder than your fears, and more capable than your excuses. So move forward with everything you have, and do not stop until you are proud of what you built. And before this ends, here is your final call to action. Stop waiting for permission, because no one is going to give it to you. Build your discipline, shape your habits, and take control of your direction. Every second you delay is time you cannot get back, so use it wisely. Commit fully to your growth, because the life you want requires the version of you that refuses to quit, and that version is built right now in this moment. So stand up in your life, take responsibility for everything you are becoming, and never look back with regret, only forward with purpose, because your story is still being written and you are the author of what comes next. So write it with courage, consistency, and belief, and remember this moment as the one where everything changed, because change does not happen tomorrow, it happens when you decide today. So go make it happen. No hesitation, no delay, just action. And finally, subscribe to this channel if you are ready to change your mindset and transform your life. Turn this motivation into movement. Share this message with someone who needs it, and commit today to becoming unstoppable, because your journey starts right now and there is no going back. Keep going, keep believing, keep building until you become everything you dreamed of. This is not the end, it is the beginning of everything you are meant to be. Stay strong, stay focused, stay committed, and never stop until you win. This is your life, take it back, own it now, and forever rise again and win.